Yeah, that sounds fine. I have no idea where I'm going. We'll look for the southwest of house and burned area.
Yeah.
Trail in the prairie, whatever that
What
is.
we'll do is we'll look for these species.
Now, I don't know whether that car behind me is with us or not. I've got to find.
So that's the dry mud.
Right over there's a knoll.
Yeah.
The only one I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're driving on.
Piling back in.
It's all right.
Here, now, look at all that you're looking at. That's seeds. Those white things are seeds. I hope they're going to stop here. They won't have to go far.
Why don't you do bushwalk porching?
Well, now you're going to have to label your fields.
All right.
Fields then, aren't you? You're going to separate?
Oh, yeah.
This morning we've got a group of volunteers that we've been told to collect 3 different varieties. One a goldenrod. Here we go. It's called a showy. It comes up and it has a nice little flower at the top. And now these are of course seeds that we're going to collect. We're also collecting round-headed bush clover. I don't see one real present here, and we're also collecting thimbleweed.
Away and just put it in your bucket. But like the thimbleweed works a lot better just to come and pick it off with your hand. So like she said, there's kind of like a more and less efficient way to do things.
Unhook it.
She's done this a lot. She knows what she's doing.
About 8 years of it. So showy and showy goldenrod and round-headed bush clover.
It's a potentilla, and the unique way about collecting it is that you got to use nippers here, and then you clip them off because the seeds will come out. And I'll show you. It's one of my favorite ones to collect. And then when you got to put it in your bucket if you're collecting it. But if you can see my hand here, you dump it over. There's just hundreds and hundreds of little seeds that come out of it.
It's a legume. We cut it off, and sometimes the seeds will just fall right out of there. One little seed in there. Lespedeza capitata.
Yeah, this is goldenrod called showy. Comes up with a nice little bloom in the summer, and then it turns into seeds. Yeah, it's a beautiful goldenrod flower. Probably one of the prettier ones, I think.
The ripeness of the seed, so that determines when you pick it. You want it when it's ripe, so it's fully mature, and then you need to dry it. So if you don't dry it properly, the seed will mold. And then after it's dried, you just basically keep all the seed until you're ready to plant, and then you decide what proportion of each species you want in your prairie, and then you mix the seeds in those proportions, and then you're ready to plant, and you mix it with sawdust because some of the seeds are so little that you don't want to just be dumping just seed all over the place, especially with the little tiny ones. So you mix it with sawdust, so you have sort of something to kind of make a bigger amount, and it's easier to spread the seeds that way.
Well, these are the drying racks that the seeds are put into when they first come in from the field. They're spread out here and in trays, and each tray is identified what species it is, all in these separate trays. And then these trays, there's 6 of them, are on this rack, which is on wheels. And on a sunny day, they wheel this out into the sunshine and set the trays out so they're each separate, so that the sun can get to each tray very easily.
This is a hammer wheel, which is used to break up the parts of the plant which contain the seed.
These are called fingers. This is the hammer that goes around and hammers it, and then it passes through the screen.
See, it breaks up the heads,
Yeah,
and
as you'll see.
the seeds fall down there, and we catch them in the pail underneath.
Run it through again.
But this light stuff,
they're
you
so
see,
light.
this is just
It really isn't packed, is it?
But those seeds, they're just on these parachutes. They're so tiny.
If we could put this one in, and it shows you what it is to begin with before it's done. That's what it started out with. This is what it ends up like.
Oh, we really need more volunteers year-round, but the most need for volunteers is here in the fall. Starting the 1st of September, we have work parties every Saturday. This year it's just been Saturday in the morning, and the work parties are going out in the field collecting the seed. And as fast as the seed comes in, if we have enough volunteers, we would have the cleaning operation going at the same time.